Hey smokers, Draco1 here. Today we're going to be looking at Maxtor One Touch 2 external hard disk. Now, unlike last time, there's no way we'll be able to be sneaking a quantum Bigfoot inside of the box here, because as you can see, it's still factory sealed from Maxtor. And double sure, because the quantum Bigfoot is actually packed away for the move, and there's a large mountain of boxes on that side of the camera, ready for moving. And I'll be damned if I'm going to do the rest of the video in this voice. Now, as you can see, I've switched up the camera lens a little bit here, because the other lens is kind of packed away, but yeah. So I guess we'll, oh shit. So I guess we'll cut this open. I kind of don't want to. Let's take a look at the outside of the packaging first. Simple backup and storage with Maxtor drive lock for added security. Now this drive has a similar sticker to last time. Now it has a lot of included components here. Tells you how big it is, the USB cable, is a FireWire as well. Does have a software CD. Ugh. There's a bunch of pictures of normal people doing normal things so that when you buy this at the store you don't feel like you're a nerd, I guess. Now the problem is the age of this. The precise age, oh here we go, there's more stuff up here. Apparently it comes with backup software that we probably won't use. Now, due to the age of this unit here, it may not actually work. The hard drive in it may already be bad. And it hasn't even been opened yet. Nothing really to tell me its age other than PC World considered it world class in 2004. There's no real bottom to this. I mean, we got the copyright date of 2004. Backup software does not work with server editions of these operating systems. Which ones? Oh. Windows 98 SE, Windows ME, Windows 2000, Windows XP, Mac OS 9, and Mac OS 10. Drive lock security feature only works over FireWire. Retrieve latest version of backup. Retrieve versions of backup. OS bootable from drive. It's only capable on Mac OS 10. We'll see about that. FireWire Island, okay, USB 1.1 or 2.0. Just no. You can't use it on Mac OS 9. So, yeah, I mean, it's a hard drive. It's kind of boring. Dance retrospect. One-touch drivers. One-touch utilities. Limited warranty. Actual product and power supply cables may vary from photos shown. Well, I mean, I guess this is probably the least exciting thing you could probably unbox. I mean, really. Okay, well, let's cut right through the Maxtor logo there. It's such a big box too. Nowadays, external hard drive boxes, they're a lot smaller now and with a lot more space. Should I sell this ball of Maxtor wrap on eBay? It's going in the garbage. I don't know what those are. What the fuck? I think I ripped something. I mean, I guess I have to tear it at this point? It doesn't make any sense. Oh, I guess. Thank you for purchasing a Maxtor drive. Need help? Piss off. Alright. Yeah, that doesn't actually help, because it's still attached there. Shit.
Oh, okay. Well, that was misleading because it wasn't attached how. Wait, how the fuck was? Dude, I don't. I that should not be locked in like that. But whatever. Okay. I'd suck at that. Um, a big ass warranty document. A big ass quick start guide. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of stuff in here. We got booby cable, adapter, USB A to B cable, the vertical stand, the software, the shit, the cardboard. Holy balls, it's huge! It looked way smaller on the packaging. Oh, God. Well, I guess I have another box for moving. Alright, so here's all the shit. Every hard disk seems to come with these little things. I mean, I don't have words for how uninteresting this is. Okay, so there it is. I mean, it looks cool, I guess. It's just big and bulky. There's your stand. Something you could, 3D print if you lost, I guess. Now, that begs the question, does it work? And the answer? I don't know. It makes a little bit of noise, listen. Well, let's get a laptop over here and take a look at what's on the drive. So we have a ThinkPad with the Hiren's boot CD, USB 2.0 certified. Feels good. Now, I can pretty much assure you that the drive inside of this is an IDE drive. And, yeah. Problem is, it's so big for so little space. There are some countries and states and governments around the world that are trying to reduce this shit that comes in every package. And even from an annoyance factor alone, this isn't all of it, but actually I think that is all of it. I mean, just from an annoyance standpoint, I'm kind of glad. I mean, give me some cardboard stuff. At least then I can, recycle it easier, and I could even reuse it. But this is just ass. If you look inside the packaging of any hard disk nowadays, you're just gonna see a bunch of cardboard. So that's definitely an improvement. Grab another computer and it just works. Alright, well, get rid of this one, I guess. Now, I booted from Hiren's boot CD because I wanted to use the programming called HDTune. And there's our Max for One Touch 100 gig. I thought it said 120? No, it's just 100 gigs. Alright, okay, whatever. So here we can do a benchmark, although it doesn't really give me the best numbers. And 24 megabytes a second over USB 2.0. You can see its little lights changing there because it's doing a test, so we'll stop that. Let's take a look at the info here. It has things. Firmware version 0.23G. Capacity is actually 93.4 gigs. Oh, also, I totally forgot about this. Little nubs. Alright, can't give me any information there. And then the magic thing right here, the error scan. Now, we're going to do this to see if the drive is already failing. Let's actually, before we start that, let's take a look. So, local disk F, free space 93 gigs. There's nothing on this drive, which is actually kind of refreshing. Nowadays, they just put the software on the drive. The software is actually here. So, I guess it's thumbs up because you gave me a clean drive, thumbs down because you have to include a CD that I don't want. Let's take a look at the properties. It is formatted with FAT32 on a 100 gig drive. So, alright. So let's get out of that and go back to this. Now, this can take a good number of hours depending on the speed of the drive, but we'll see. So, I'm going to click Start and see if we get any red blocks. I'm going to guess that it's still in great shape and can be used for absolutely nothing, because I would trust this with absolutely nothing. So I'll be back. Well, looks like it's done, and no bad sectors, nothing. So, pass the block scan, and that's good enough for me. Let's cast our attention back to the box. Now, according to this, it says OS bootable from drive. And it says Mac OS 10 only, which, makes sense. What operating systems are not on here? I mean, it's pretty obvious that 98 through XP wouldn't be able to boot off a USB drive, but can Windows 10? How about Linux? I guess we could try, but god damn is it going to take a long time to install onto this drive. It's probably slow as balls over USB 2. So the question is, what's the best way to do that? Well, I could use this computer to keep it hooked up exactly how it is and try to install on the external drive and see if it works. And go from there, I guess. Well, at this point, I guess I'll just see if I can find an operating system that I can install onto it, because that's apparently what I do on this channel. And just for reference, the Maxter One Touch does show up in the bootable items menu on the ThinkPad X301. Oh, fuck's sake. Well, that's to be expected. At least it detected it. I mean, that's pretty good. You could probably trick it into doing it. I could probably take the drive out of here, connect it directly to like more of like a desktop computer, install it, and then put it back in this, and then boot off of this, and then it would work. But, Okay, so we're on the latest version of Ubuntu here. Will it let us install on USB? I have no idea. I don't know if that's this. I don't know why I would. I mean, it tested good. So it gives the option to erase disk and install Ubuntu, but it doesn't say which disk. I shouldn't be so paranoid. I went just one screen forward, and it does give me a selection of which disk to use. And yes, it does allow me to choose the Maxter One Touch. Why is it called the One Touch? I guess that's a button. I don't know what it's for. Okay, so One Touch, and here we go. Fine, ignore. Ignore. Keeps getting I/O errors. Maybe it is actually failing. Oh my god, there is a lot of these. So I said I should reboot, just because the kernel doesn't know that the disk has been formatted. Oh man, it's gonna take a long time to reboot this thing. Why is it not giving me an option here? Okay, well, I guess we're not then. Yeah, it might fail at this detecting file system stage here. Okay. So there I was, minding my own business, when this crazy old codger with a cane shows up. Tells me he's my distant relative. I don't see much of a resemblance. So he tells me, how would you like to be rich? So I said, sure. And then he lays this book on me. I think it got fucked up. Let's hold the power button and try it again, I guess. This drive may actually be on its last leg at the moment, I'm not sure. Alright, we're back again. Still getting the I/O error things. Not sure if we'll actually be able to install because the drive is failing. I feel like you could probably get some canned food that would last longer than fucking hard drives, man. And have a better shelf life. Alright, let's see if it'll actually do it this time now that it's already been formatted. Wait, why are you writing to the disk again? Well, I guess we'll give it a shot. Jesus! Some of this may be due to the fact that it's a USB drive. Oh wow, it failed to create the ext4 file system. Oh, whoa, okay. Does that mean it's still gonna just do it now? I don't really understand. I guess I'll just wait for a little while and go from there. Alright, so we backed out of that a bit. We're back in Windows 7 on this. This is this running off the internal drive here. As you can see, we have the 93.37 gig drive here. It doesn't have any information on it, mainly because it is all fucked up from Linux. And we see the activity. And now we have a thing here. We'll allocate it. I don't really care. There we go. Formatting? Can it successfully format? Now, I have a relatively large file on this computer. It's an image, like it's a 60 some odd gig image. It's a, how big is this? 49 gig image of my mom's computer. I'm going to go ahead and copy the whole thing. Just, make an extra backup. You never know. And we're going to see if actually writing to the drive rather than doing a block scan actually will succeed in actually copying that over, because obviously we can't install Linux, or really doesn't like installing to external drives. If this fails, then we know that the drive inside is fucked. Well, seem to have no issue copying the entire file onto the disk, and it just looks like it's fine. How much more can we really mess around with this thing? It's a hard disk, and I guess it works. Now, I'm probably not going to get too much use out of this drive as just an external hard drive due to its age. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take out the internal IDE hard disk and use it as one of my testing hard disks for other projects. I'm going to use the enclosure here to act as a sled or enclosure for IDE drives that is hopefully better than the one I'm already using. Well, at least let's hope anyway. So that means we've got to shut all this down and take this thing apart. Okay, so it's actually still running. I should probably shut this off with the switch there. Unplug this and this. I think we're actually still spinning down a little bit there. Now, it was kind of interesting that on the packaging, it said that there was FireWire stuff only. And this is obviously not the FireWire version. Maybe the packaging was just for multiple things. I don't know. So the way you take this apart is to remove this illegal sticker here. Can't have stickers that say it'll void the warranty. Screwdriver's too big. Fuck! There's the other one. Should just... Well, I was going to say it should just slide out. It just took the back plastic off, I guess. Don't know what the button does. Probably something that the included software kind of messes with. I'm not going to get into that. Oh, look at this. You can actually see the holes where the FireWire would go. That's, I guess if I peel this back, you'll be able to see. And there's nothing in there. Yep. Nothing in there. Now, what this gives me is a place to pull from to get that out, but something tells me it's more solidly sealed in there. Yeah, they're not going to make this easy. Ah, ha! Just as I suspected. So it looks like the button was just on the front, as well as those two LEDs it was shifting between. So it's all contained right here. That's not bad. This is just a hunk of metal now. Okay. Now I gotta say, this is a bit better than what I had before, because you can just set the drive in here. Oh, okay. Now, of course, to get the drive out, now there are these little rubber gaskets to help with vibration, I guess. A lot of copper grounding, I'm gonna guess. Okie doke. Ooh. Ooh. Ugh. Oh, this feels like Play-Doh. This was, at some point, foam. Um, it is now more of a clay or something. Lovely. Okay, so piss out of biscuit. Well, I kind of fucked this drive up. I exposed the plastic there. Oh well, the conductors are still there. It'll still work. Besides, this is just an experimental drive anyway. Okay, yeah, so this is my new IDE sled. The power supply for it is even a bit more compact than my last one. This seems like this power supply is a little bit better. It's just another 12 volt one, but it's not a like 4-pin weird thing. So yeah, that would stores, and then the power supply itself can store nicely right there. And ta-da! The other one is like way shittier than this. I think I'll just get rid of that one. But yeah, so that's how you turn a thing into let's say you turn an old external hard drive into a usable IDE sled. Now, I'm assuming you guys want me to install an SSD into this, right? Do you have any SanDisks? No? Go fish. Here we go again. This is the Xeno SSD? That's the name of my dad's cat. Okay. First one I've seen that has like a custom sticker. Again, I really didn't need to open this here. Oh my god, another frickin' one that not only comes with a SATA cable, it also comes with frickin' screws. Wow. How about that? It's another metal one. And, not bad. Now, if you've been on the channel for any amount of time, you'll be familiar with this piece of hardware, the SATA to IDE adapter, that seems to leave a trail of problems in its wake. It's the only way you can turn a 14-year-old external hard disk into an external SSD. Of course, we won't be seeing any speed improvements from this whatsoever. But, what the hell, let's just try it. Why is it taking so long? Well, we got activity, for those of you who are curious. It has a manufacture date of 25 February 2005. It's still really clean, with the exception of the fact that I broke it. And the goo here. Well, it's not scanning. We're going to have to pull out the Hiron's boot CD and use gparted, because we have to use that in every video. Alright, so I've been having a couple issues with this drive. Anytime it's on, it makes the computer lock up, whether it's in BIOS, whether it's trying to shut down on Windows, and right now, it appears to be kind of frozen. So let's flip it off, and boom. So it doesn't like having the ID adapter. That's very understandable. We'll use you another day. But that does beg the question, can this be used for anything else? As in, can it actually be used as a sled? Oh man, this would have been a lot easier if I didn't pack away all my hard disks yet. So here's, I guess this is what's left over from the Neptune install and me messing around with it. Well, let's plug it in and see what happens. Hey, hello. You found it. Now, it's kind of fucked up right now. It's a 500 meg partition, and it's a 5 gig drive overall. So it is located, it is found, it does work exactly how I wanted it to. I can use this for loading files onto IDE drives for whatever reason. And this is way more convenient because of the shape and the way this all sits in the sled, all very good like that. So I really like that. So this has been an interesting look into a brand new Maxter external drive from 2004. Thanks for watching.
And from the crew of Apollo 8, we close with good night, good luck, a Merry Christmas, and God bless all of you on the good